By the year 2040, over half of the population globally is going to have something called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease increases the risk for heart disease, stroke, and cancer. And the reason that this is a problem is that a lot of people have it and don't know that they have it, or they have it and they're not told things to do that they can start today in order to fix the issue. My name is Priscilla. I'm a Houston, Texas nurse, and I'm going to help you take action today for a healthier tomorrow. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is an issue, and with the number of people who are expected to be having it in the near future, we all should be doing things to help prevent it. There are things that you can do. That's the amazing thing. So I'm going to give you 3 things that I would start doing today if you have been told that you have it, or if you think that you might have it, or if you just want to prevent it. So the number one thing that you need to do is you need to work on reversing or preventing insulin resistance. And if you already have type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, you need to make sure that you are implementing daily habits to balance blood sugar. As we age, we become more prone to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a precursor to diabetes, type 2 diabetes. And so people who have type 2 diabetes are going to already be insulin resistant. But the number one thing that you should do is focus on that. Focus on balancing blood sugar. The reason is that non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is linked to insulin resistance. So insulin resistance is a common soil that causes the growth of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And what you can do to help you address that is to implement very simple tools to balance blood sugar. Some of these tools include getting enough protein, don't eat carbohydrates on an empty stomach, and making sure that you get enough fiber. Fiber and protein slow down the digestion of carbohydrates. And so if you are eating carbohydrates, it will help to decrease that blood sugar spike associated with those carbohydrates. In my opinion, the average person does not need to eliminate carbohydrates or eliminate sugar completely, but making sure that you are implementing habits to decrease blood sugar spikes will greatly benefit you, such as getting enough protein and fiber. The second thing that I would do is I would increase your walking. Walking alone has been shown to help with balancing blood sugar, but also to decrease the risk and help to reverse non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Walking is a priceless tool to help you. If you are someone and you just cannot handle walking, you don't want to walk, another good way to put it is to get 150 minutes per week of something called zone 2 cardio. You can do this with walking. Walking, in my opinion, is the easiest way to get there, but you could also do biking, you could also do swimming, something like that. Zone 2 cardio is cardio where your heart rate is elevated, but it's not so elevated that you can't still carry a conversation. So zone 2 cardio for a lot of people would be, walking or maybe even fast-paced walking, but that is an ultimate goal, 150 minutes per week. Meet yourself wherever you are right now. Maybe you're not walking at all. Start walking 5 minutes a day, especially after a meal, because that's going to help you balance blood sugar. The third thing that I would do is I would follow an anti-inflammatory approach to nutrition. The average person in America has an omega-6 to omega-3 ratio of 20-1. An ideal omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is 4-1 or less. And so what does that mean? That means that the average American is over-consuming on omega-6 fatty acids and under-consuming on omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-6 fatty acids are found in a lot of oils, such as soybean, cottonseed, canola, and there's a few other ones. I have them in a list that I'll link below. And you really want to decrease inflammation in your life by balancing those things out. Another aspect to an anti-inflammatory approach to nutrition is making sure that you're getting enough nutrient-dense foods in your diet, such as polyphenols, antioxidants found in fruits and vegetables. These are like water to a fire. They help to put out fires. A diet high in polyphenols has also been shown to help prevent and reverse non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And so that's the best thing you can do. One small part about an anti-inflammatory approach to nutrition that everyone needs to hear is there are foundational truths, just like with everything, but there might be some things that are inflammatory for you at this moment in time that may not be inflammatory for someone else, such as gluten. If you're someone who has any type of thyroid issue, Hashimoto's, or hypothyroidism by itself, you should be avoiding gluten because that is going to cause inflammation in your life. Some people, dairy is inflammatory like that. So these are just 3 tips. I have a full guide if you want a link. I'll put the link down in the comments or in the description box, and it will have a link to where you can get a free guide that I have on how to prevent and reverse non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and support your liver health. And I hope that was helpful. And if you'd like to hear more health tips, follow along.